welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today is part 2 of us trying out the new Oden's Eye Christmas collection. The palette I'll be featuring today and creating 3 looks with is the Hey Reindeer palette. Now if you watched yesterday's video, then you already saw my 3 looks and review over the Snow Dream palette, I should say. So I'll have my Oden's Eye playlist linked in a pinned comment. That way you can check out yesterday's video along with all the other Oden's Eye palette reviews and tutorials that I've created over the years. Whenever Oden's Eye drops a palette or 2 palettes, I always do dedicated videos over each palette, 3 looks each, and this time is no different. Let's take a close-up look of the Hey Reindeer palette. Love the artwork on the front. Oden's Eye always does a phenomenal job with their artwork. When we open it up inside, you can see that this is a 16-pan color story, just like the Snow Dream palette is, and it's full of matte and shimmer shadows. So much sparkle in this one, a little bit of a pink tone in here, some gray, blue, orange. I think we're going to be able to create some amazing looks. I do want to say that this pink shade right here gave me a little bit of difficulty when swatching it. It didn't feel as smooth as some of the others, so crossing my fingers that it translates better to the eyes. Now, in case you haven't heard, which I'm sure most of you had, Oden's Eye is also bringing back their ever popular Merry Christmas, which is this palette over here, and Christmas Eve palette. These were their collections from last year. I know a lot of these, I know these palettes escaped quite a few of you. Some of you weren't able to pick up any. Some of you were only able to pick up one of them. And I am so glad that Oden's Eye has decided to bring them back. And I'm even happier that today we have a giveaway. So if you stay tuned towards the end of the video, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that. But my giveaway is going to include both of these palettes, the Merry Christmas palette and the Christmas Eve palette, and there will be 2 lucky winners for this Christmas giveaway. As usual, all of the details are in the description box of today's video. That way you can check and read up on how exactly you can enter the giveaway, but I'll speak more on it later in the review portion of the video. If it is your first time here watching me on my channel, I just want to say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steff and I love trying out new makeup. I am primarily a new makeup review channel, but I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, makeup ranking videos, get ready with me style of videos. If that sounds great to you, I want to invite you to become part of our makeup family. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. That way you can be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of Oden's Eye, you're in the Christmas spirit just like I am, I've already put up my Christmas decor. Please give this video a thumbs up before you go. And as usual, everything that I'm wearing will be linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. And I do have an affiliate code. It's a rather new affiliate code for Oden's Eye, and it is Steff. And that will save you 10% off of these palettes, anything you want to buy over on the Oden's Eye website, with the exception of collab palettes. Let's dive on into the Hey Reindeer palette. If you guys want to see the 3 looks I'm about to create, keep on watching. Now I have primed my eyelids already with the Sugar Drizzle eyeshadow primer, and I do have an affiliate code with Sugar Drizzle in case you want to pick up anything over there. It is Steff10, and that gives you 10% off of your order. I forgot to mention this in the intro, but you guys know if you watched yesterday's video, these palettes include a little scarf, and this is the one for the Hey Reindeer palette. It has a little reindeer on there. What I don't know is if every palette includes a scarf or whether the scarves come if you pick up the bundle, like meaning both palettes. I'm not too sure on that, but the scarves are really cute and festive, and it's just a little something extra for the season. So where are we going to start? I'm really curious about this shade since it didn't swatch out that great for me, so I actually think I want to start with this one just to see how it's gonna perform, and then maybe work into this shade and this shade. I don't know, maybe even do the blue for the lower lash line. Look at this gorgeous teal shimmer. There's so many possibilities, so many directions we can go in. But let's start first with this one, and I believe this one is called Reindeer. And I'm taking the shade Reindeer on a Game Beauty E01. Okay, see how there's not too much pigment there? And out of both palettes, this was the only shade that like didn't swatch great. That's unusual for me and Oden's Eye. Usually I have a pretty good experience with all of their palettes, but for some reason this just gave me a little bit of trouble trying to just pack it on here. Okay, so I think I've managed to build it up, but I don't think it is performing as great as some of the other shadows are or have been, like in the first palette, the Snow Dream palette. But yeah, I mean, I guess I was able to achieve enough of a pigmentation there, a good enough blend. We are going to be putting other shadows on top of it, so yeah. It's not bad. It's workable. Now on a Rephr 14, I'm going to go in with this shade right here called Greetings. Focus that out here. Also work it into the crease. Yeah, I think that's helping out the shadow underneath quite a bit. I'm liking this blend I'm getting. Now on a Rephr 13, I'm going to go down to this really dark brown shade. It looks like it's a cool tone brown. It's called Snow Wish. Again, the names down here, like I mentioned with the first palette, they're a little difficult to see just because of the border. Wow, we really got some nice depth from that brown. I am liking this quite a bit. Now, I think I am going to go into this beautiful teal shadow. Like, it just looks so, so good. This one is called, oh gosh, this one is hard to see. It looks like it starts with a P. Presence. It's called Presence. I'm using a damp Rephr 21. This is going to be more of a textured shimmer. Oh, I think that looks so pretty with those pink tones. I'm going to add a little bit more of the second shade called Greetings right in here just to blend a little bit. There we go. Ooh, that looks so, so pretty. Okay, for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to go in with this gray shade called Holly. And I'm using a BK Beauty 210. Now on that same brush, I'm going to go into this shade right here. This one is called Christmas Ham. I'll apply that right here to the inner corner. This is also a very textured shimmer shadow. Like a little bit of a pink reflect in it, which is good because it'll tie into the matte shades we used. All right, guys, I'm going to go do the finishing touches off camera. Now I'll be right back to show you this completed look number 1. Okay guys, so here is the completed look number 2. I added the little scarf back here to the little scrunchie that I had. I just placed it up higher. But yeah, it's again something cute, something extra from the collection. It's festive. Going back to the look, I'm using a lot of the same things that I used in yesterday's video. So I'm using the same KVD full sleeve tubing mascara, and I'm also using the same lashes. They are these right here from Kiss. They are the Muses lashes right here in the style Noblesse. For the lower waterline, I'm using an Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner. This one is in the shade Empire. And then to tightline the top lash line, a little bit of a Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Skinny eyeliner. I love it. I love this color combination. This is not just a Christmas like look, or this is not just a Christmas palette. Like, a lot of these shades are very wearable. That's what I discovered with yesterday's palette, Snow Dream. And I'm, after looking at this color story a little bit more, I'm noticing that with this one too. While they're festive on the outside, they're Christmas related on the outside, they're definitely palettes that you can use year round. Let's move over to the left eye and we'll start working on look number 2. So for the second look, I think I want to do something with these blues and even this gray. I know I used it over here on the lower lash line, but I want to try to develop it a little bit more, or intensify it a little bit more up here on the lid. So I'm going to start first with this one. This one is called Cider, and then we're going to work into Ivy, and then we'll come back to the gray. The gray was called Holly. I'm using my Sigma E25 for the shade Holly. Ignore the little bit of lash glue that I have on my lashes. You know, I forgot about this shade. Okay, so when I was swatching this palette, this was also a shade that I noticed was just a little bit light, and now I regret not laying down a white base, because I told myself when I was swatching these palettes out, in particular this one, that I was going to do a white base with this particular palette, or when I used this particular shade, just to kind of make it pop a little bit more. But you can see it's very light, and I think definitely putting down that white base will really help intensify it more, and again, just make it pop. The ABH primer is pretty white, but Moira has one, and I believe Elf has one as well. And then Juvia's Place has a very light primer. So there's a lot of affordable options. Now on a Rephr 15 Mini, I'm going in with that next shade. This one was called Joy. Was it Joy or Ivy? Ivy, sorry. These are two beautiful blue shades with one another. Very easy to blend out. Now on a Sigma E26, I'm taking the shade Holly. Going back in with the shade Ivy. I'm going back in with the shade Cider. Now you could leave this, again, like an all matte look. Oops, I got some shadow there. I'll have to fix that. I'll have to fix that later. But you could leave this as an all matte look if you wanted to. We got too many shimmer shadows in here that I need to try out, so I'm not going to do that, but just know, I mean, it looks pretty good. Is my camera focusing? Yes, there we go. Now I'm gonna go, let's see, I kind of want to use this shade. I think the shade is called Bells. This one is called Bells, and I'm going to apply that to the lid. Using my damp Morphe M124. And again, this is a textured shimmer shadow. I'm feeling some fallout from this one, and I think you can clearly see that. I'm going to go back in with the shade Holly, which was that darker gray shade. Yeah, look at that. Got a lot of fallout from that particular shadow. Got a lot of cleanup to do. don't know that I'm liking that gray with the blue. I feel like it needs a little pop of something. Let me see. Let me try this shade right here. I don't know that this will do much. Let me try applying that right here. Oh yeah, that does a little bit. Lightens it up just a little bit. I almost feel like I need a matte black. I feel like I need a little bit more depth up here. Okay. I think for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with the shade Joy. I'm taking this shade on a Refer 26. I'm gonna add a little bit of that light blue shade called Cider, which was the very first shade that I used, right in here to the inner corner. I am not overjoyed with this look. I don't know. I feel like there's just something missing. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna just maybe deepen up the lower lash line with an eyeliner. For the inner corner, I'm gonna go back in with the shade that I had used on my finger in the center of the lid. This one's called Reef. Putting that on my damp Refer 26. Not really feeling this look, guys. You know, they can't all be winners, but let me see what I can do. Let me see how I can fix this look with some eyeliner. Hopefully the lash will make it look a little bit better, but I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 2. All right, guys, so here's the completed look number 2. Give by Gwen Stefani for the save on this look. I'm using her eyeliner in the shade Bathwater. It is my favorite blue eyeliner. And then, of course, same everything else. I don't know why I'm just not really feeling this look. I like it more now with the blue eyeliner, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. I like this one more than I like this one. So I'm probably going to remove this look. But let me go take some quick pictures and then I'll be right back and we'll start creating the third and final look with the Hey Reindeer palette. Okay, so let's start working on look number 3. We got to work with the orange. We definitely got to work with the red. These are the only 2 matte shades that I have not used. So I'm going to start first with the orange. This one is called, oh my goodness, Fireplace, and then the red one is called Mistletoe. I'm using my BK A503 for the orange. Ooh, that is a beautiful orange. I'm just gonna put it on the lid as well. Love that. Easy, easy to blend that shade out. Now I'm going to go in with my Refer 13 and the shade Mistletoe, which is that red. We'll put that here in the crease. I'll go back in with the orange. Now I think I'm going to add a little bit of the dark brown. Same Refer 13. Just put that out here. All right, very nice. Really good blend from those 3 shadows. Now we gotta do, let's see, we have a few shimmers that we need to play with. So these 3 are like gold, bronze. I kind of want to use this one. I'm going to start here with this one. This one's called Candy Canes. And then I think I will work into this one called Eggnog. Using my damp Morphe M124. Wow, that is a beautiful shade. That is stunning. Look at that pink, red, gold shift to it. Okay, flip the brush around. Now I'm going to go into Eggnog and I am going to spray it again. Put that right here. Ooh, fun and festive. I love this. I'm going to add a little bit more of the dark brown right here to the outer corner. All right, we're off to a really good start with this look. I'm going to go back in with Mistletoe. Actually, do I want to do that? I think I'm going to do the orange. I'm going to do the orange and I'm going to do this shade. I'm gonna do a combination of these two for the lower lash line and then probably put this one in the inner corner, which means this will be the only shade I don't get to use in the palette. I'm using my Refer 12 for this orange shadow. That is such a good orange. Like, this is probably my favorite matte shade in this palette. And the brown is really good too. I'm using my Refer 03 for that shade Greetings. Now on that same Refer 03, I'm taking that light gold shade called Slay. Wow, that is a beautiful gold. All right, guys, very impressed with this look. Loved it much better than that look, the second look, the one I just removed. So I'm gonna go take care of the finishing touches off camera. Oh, beautiful. And I will be right back to show you guys the completed look number 3. Okay guys, so here is the completed look number 3. I went in with some brown eyeliner, although you might not be able to notice on the top lash line just because the lash band is black, but it's this one from Flower Beauty. It's their what is it called? Forever Wear Winged Liner in the shade Dark and Stormy. For the lower waterline, I went in with a NYX Epic Wear eyeliner in the shade Cosmic Yellow. I love it. I love these two looks. These two looks are definitely my favorite. I think this one might be my favorite look out of the 3. Let me go ahead and wrap up today's video. I'm going to share with you my thoughts on this Hey Reindeer palette. I'm going to rank them, which one I think is first, which one I think is second out of the 2 palettes that are released. And then I'm also going to give you some details on today's giveaway. Okay guys, so after creating 3 looks with the Hey Reindeer palette, I was able to use 15 out of the 16 shadows that are in here. This is the only one I didn't get to use. I like the color story, but this is not the color story that's really speaking to me. And that's why I left this for the second video. I really am drawn to the Snow Dream palette just a little bit more, and I want to hold them up one on top of the other so you guys can just really take a look here at the color stories. Snow Dream is at the top. Hey Reindeer is the one I just used today, is down here at the bottom. I don't know, I'm just more drawn to these colors than I am to these colors down here. Now, I do want to do like maybe a YouTube short as soon as I can find the time to do it, where I'm using both palettes together. But if you're going to ask me to choose my favorite, I'm going to have to give it to Snow Dream. I didn't have any swatching issues or really any performance issues with the Snow Dream palette. This shade right here and this shade right here, they weren't the strongest out of the swatches. They were the weakest. And then I don't know, I do love, and I probably should have done a blue and brown look because I love blue and brown together, and this is such a good brown, and this is such a good orange, this is a really good red, and the shimmers are all really pretty, but I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I'm just more drawn to Snow Dream than I am to Hey Reindeer. And it's not to say this is a bad palette. Maybe I just need to, you know, play with it some more, create some more looks. The shimmers are beautiful. I thought the palette performed really well. And I would definitely recommend with this shade, use a white base. And I really meant to do that. And I just totally forgot. But yeah, they're a really cute collection. They retail for $43.90 each. I'm sure they're going to have a bundle option available, and my new affiliate code Steff will give you 10% off of your order. These palettes are going to drop on November the 10th. I believe it is at 8 AM CST. I'll have all of the details in the description box. Now, let's talk about today's giveaway. So I did receive both of these palettes in PR. I think I forgot to mention that in the beginning of today's video. Thank you so much, Oden's Eye, for sending me these palettes. But they also sent me a new Merry Christmas palette. Like you can see, it's still all in the plastic. I even have the little bubble wrap that it came in. And then they also sent me a brand new Christmas Eve palette. So I'm going to be giving 2 lucky winners, one of each palettes. So one of you will win the Merry Christmas palette, one of you will win the Christmas Eve palette. Now this giveaway is going to be a shorter time frame than my typical giveaways are. Usually I have them open for a week. This one is only going to be open for 5 days. So it will close on Sunday, November the 12th at 7 p.m. CST. What do you have to do to enter? How do I get to enter or the chance to win one of these beautiful palettes? Well, first and foremost, you must be subscribed to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this year's Christmas collection. Which palette, now that you've seen both palettes in action, which one was your favorite? Are you Hey Reindeer or are you Snow Dream? So you gotta leave a comment. There is going to be a Google form that you'll need to fill out, and this is how I do all of my giveaways. And I'm just asking you for some basic contact information, and I'm also going to ask you which palette you prefer. I'll give you 3 options: Merry Christmas, Christmas Eve, or I don't care, I just want one of them. So I will be choosing, I don't choose it, it's randomly chosen by the computer, but there will be 2 winners. And so one of you will get Merry Christmas, one of you will get Christmas Eve. And again, this giveaway starts today and it closes on Sunday, November the 12th at 7 p.m. CST. I also want to let you guys know that this is, of course, an international giveaway that is void where prohibited, and the winner assumes all taxes, duties, and fees associated with final delivery. What does that mean? It means that I pay to ship it to you. Anything else you need to pay, like duty fees or anything like that to get it to your house, that is something that you will have to take care of. And I'm also going to include some other little goodies in each of the giveaway boxes. And this is, of course, going to be my Christmas giveaway. Now, if I hit 26K here on YouTube before the end of the year, there will definitely be another giveaway, because I like to do a giveaway every time I go up by 1,000 subscribers. I always like to do a giveaway for you guys. So there might be one more. Tell your friends to subscribe. That way there can be another giveaway before the end of the year. But this is my way of just wishing you guys a very, very happy and blessed holiday season. And as long as I am getting blessed, as long as God is blessing me, I am going to pay it forward and continue to bless all of you with these giveaways. Again, please check the description box for full details on how to enter. And thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you thought about these looks. What did you think of that second look? Be honest. Let me know what you thought about that second look. But definitely, again, check the description box for all of the details on how to enter today's giveaway. One of you is going to go home with Christmas Eve, and one of you is going to go home with a Merry Christmas. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Y'all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, drink that water, and I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye.